On a date, the girl noticed something uncanny, a drop of blood on the floor of her boyfriend's house. So while her boyfriend was turning around, puzzled, she knelt down to take a closer look. The drop of blood originated from the top of her thigh. What a bummer. Her first date with her rich boyfriend. Menstruation even chose to come at this time. Sherry panicked instantly. In order not to be discovered by the tycoon, she hurriedly found an excuse to go to the bathroom. But since she didn't have a tampon with her, she had to block the wound with tissue paper. She didn't want this to ruin the date. Then she went to the restaurant with the tycoon. At first the tycoon acted like a gentleman. His demeanor exuded elegance. He's the perfect guy to have around the house. For this rich and elegant tycoon, Sherry wanted to be in love with him immediately. But the next moment, a dog reveals his true colors. To Sherry's disbelief, the tycoon threw a fit at the sight of a puppy. But soon the tycoon realized his rudeness. He quickly explained his rudeness. As a child, he was bitten by a dog and received 10 stitches. That's why he's now afraid of dogs. Although there was a hiccup in the middle, it didn't stop Sherry from being attracted to the man. So after dinner, she then followed the rich man back to his mansion. Even though it was her period, she decides to go out on a limb. But when Sherry stepped into the mansion, the tycoon smiled a meaningful smile. Sherry didn't realize the horrible nightmare had completely haunted her. Then came the heartbreaking screams from inside. It wasn't long before Sherry, who had just been scantily clad, but now she ran out with a face full of panic. She ran outside like a madwoman, then climbed over the fence a few meters high. She was foaming at the mouth. She didn't care about the physical pain. She sought help from the surrounding residents, but when faced with Sherry's pleas, everyone chose to stand by and watch. They seemed to be used to this kind of thing. The rich man appeared again not far away. Sherry was completely terrified. She could only run towards the city in her bare feet. Luckily, she met two nice girls. Seeing the bruised Sherry, they decided to help call the police. She thought the police would bring her justice. Sherry was instead escorted to a police car, and then indiscriminately detained her. But Sherry doesn't care anymore. At least detention centers are safer. There's a girl in detention with Sherry. She asks Sherry why she was detained. Sherry pours out the story. However, the woman begins to cringe as she listens.
White guy, tall, blue eyes.
Yeah.
You say he really fucking hates dogs.
Sherry was confused by this statement. The woman said with a serious face, she has been considered by the tycoon as a prey. At first, her bestie was targeted by the tycoon. In the end, she died a horrible death. Only the first lady could save Sherry, but she didn't know who the first lady was. The women said the tycoon was sick. He'd kill anyone he set his sights on. He'll chase them anywhere. And the tycoon has a special power. He can control other people's minds. As expected, it didn't take long. The police opened the cell door and brought in this nightmare man.